Now, if you see by default from here, each and every track is routed to master as well as 4 insert tracks. These are nothing but regular tracks. But what does that mean? That means that the output from this track goes to master as well as these tracks. Okay. And do you see these knobs? Right? They control the amount of sound that goes from this track to wherever it is connected. Okay. Let me choose this track. You see these green wire-like connections? They display to where the output of this track goes to. Okay. So let me go to track 1. Okay. Why do we route these 4 to these 4 tracks? That's because if you want to add additional effects, or if you want to control the output from this track to go to this track and then from there to go here, but after adding some effects here, you can do that. Okay, by default, okay, even though the tracks are routed to this insert tracks, okay, they are not really sending any sound to these tracks because the volume level is 0 here. Okay, and it sends a considerable amount of sound to the master track. So if I go to this insert track 100, it sends output only to master. Okay, and if you want, you can enable or disable these routing connections by clicking the appropriate button. Okay, for example, like now if I don't want the output of this insert 1 track to go to master, select the track and go to this button and click this. So now the output of this will not go there. Instead it will go here, right? From here it will go there. Okay, so again, so if I click track 1, I disable the sound to go into the master, but now it goes to these 4 tracks. So all I need to do is just increase the volume here, right, and add an effect here. Okay, let me do that. So I'm in insert 1, I'm in track 1, and I'm gonna remove the effect I just added. Okay, click none, so there is no effect. Okay, and I increase the volume here, so I would still hear the sound in the master because it goes from track 1 to track 100, and then if I click track 100, it goes back to master, right? So now let's see. See, you see the audio indication here. Now let me turn this off. Okay, you see the audio indication here. Okay, and you don't see the audio indication anywhere. And this side, it shows the audio indication of the selected track. Okay, if you select this track, it shows the audio indicator for this track, which is nothing. Okay, so now the audio goes here, but we don't hear it because it is not routed to the mixer. Okay, so but we know that it goes here, and I'm going to increase the amount of sound that is sent to here. Now from 100, I know it goes there. Now here, if I add the effect, you get the effect, right? So this is the basic structure of mixer in FL Studio.